If you're thinking about moving to Chattanooga or Knoxville, there are so many things to consider, and in this video, we're gonna break it down for you. One of the first things you're gonna want to consider are location and size. Chattanooga is known as the scenic city, and it is surrounded by mountains. It's gorgeous, and it's located on the Tennessee River. In 2020, Chattanooga's metro population was about 560,000. Knoxville, on the other hand, has a metro population of 870,000. Because Chattanooga and Knoxville are both smaller cities, their proximity to Nashville and Atlanta is rather important. Knoxville is approximately 3 to 4 hours from both Nashville and Atlanta, and Chattanooga is approximately 2 to 3 hours from Nashville and Atlanta. So Knoxville is very close to the Smoky Mountains, and of course everyone's heard of Gatlinburg, quite close to there. You could be there within 30 to 45 minutes depending on which side of the town you're going to. So being close to Gatlinburg is one of Knoxville's advantages. Oh, and if you've heard of Dolly Parton, that's where Dollywood is. So Chattanooga has actually gotten famous for its tourism. It used to be no one had heard of it, but now everywhere you go, someone's always talking about how they just were there. My favorite place is Rock City. It's the most beautiful place to be in the city on a clear day. We have lots of marathons here, festivals, different markets. There's all sorts of things going on all the time. In terms of location and size, there are so many things to consider, but let's move on to the next category, which is economy. Chattanooga and Knoxville both have very diverse and robust economies. A few of the largest employers in Knoxville include the University of Tennessee, TVA, which is Tennessee Valley Authority, and also Oak Ridge National Laboratories. One thing that all three of these employers have in common is that they are all government-backed. The first two, TVA and UT, are both state-sponsored, and Oak Ridge National Laboratories is federally sponsored. So Chattanooga's economy, on the other hand, is supported more by public and private companies. For example, Volkswagen, Little Debbie, and Blue Cross Blue Shield. Another interesting fact about Chattanooga is that it is a central hub for logistics. With Interstate 27, 24, and 75, Chattanooga is centrally located between Birmingham, Knoxville, Atlanta, and Nashville. One of my favorite things about Chattanooga is that we have the nation's fastest internet. EPB offers internet speeds up to 25 gigabits. Both Chattanooga and Knoxville have similarly sized airports. You can jump on a plane and get to about any major airport that you need to. One of the key distinctions between Chattanooga and Knoxville's economies is that Chattanooga is really trying to focus on innovation and growth. Because Knoxville has so many large government-backed employers, they haven't had to focus as much on innovation and new technology. Chattanooga, on the other hand, is investing in quantum technology and also incentivizing other public companies to relocate here and invest in the area. Let's move on to the next category when choosing between the two cities, which is the cost of living. The number one thing that drives the cost of living is the cost of housing. For example, in Chattanooga, the average price per square foot was $222, and the average house price was $369,000. But in Knoxville, the average price was $425,000, and the average price per square foot was $217. So these stats actually come from Realtor.com, which is a great source for information like this. And if you wish to research it further and investigate exact dates, you can visit this website later. In reference to the other costs of living, for example, the cost of food, utilities, internet, things like that, they're really comparative and there's not a huge difference. If you wish to explore this further, you can visit rentcafe.com, and they have a cost of living comparative tool that you can plug any two cities in and check out the cost of living differences. Let's move on to category number 4, which is higher education opportunities. So in Knoxville, you have the University of Tennessee, which has an enrollment of approximately 30,000. And in Chattanooga, we have the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, the Mocs, and they're closer to about 10,000 in their enrollment. Knoxville's University of Tennessee campus is actually the main campus for the University of Tennessee, and it's an SEC school. So if you're into football, one of the huge advantages of Knoxville, obviously, is the Neyland Stadium, home of the Tennessee Vols. When there's a home game, the energy around the stadium is amazing. But one of the downfalls, of course, is the traffic. It's horrendous. So University of Tennessee at Chattanooga is about 1/3 the size of the main campus in Knoxville, and its population is currently about $10,000. UTC definitely offers a smaller, more intimate university experience. I actually attended there myself. It's been quite some time ago, but it was a good time. Let's be honest with ourselves. If you're considering relocating, you're looking for a better quality of life, and that happens to be our next category. When people are comparing Chattanooga and Knoxville, one of the things that I hear all the time is that Chattanooga has a better waterfront. So we have Ross's Landing, Coolidge Park, the walking bridge, and there's a 16-mile river walk. A comment that I heard about Chattanooga recently that I thought was funny, but maybe also a little true, was that Chattanooga is known for like the old Southern money vibe, and then this younger crowd that's like really into rock climbing, which is true. We have that. When people are talking about Chattanooga and Knoxville, one of the things that gets mentioned regularly is that Knoxville has a much better nightlife. That's because UTK is there and you have a younger demographic overall. Remember, they bring a population of 30,000. So in terms of quality of life, if you like to escape to the Smoky Mountains or Gatlinburg on the weekends, Knoxville is very close to those. If you're seriously considering moving to Chattanooga or Knoxville, just so you know, I'm a little bit biased to Chattanooga. Lived here in the late 90s and attended the university. And when I decided to move back to Tennessee in 2006, I chose Chattanooga. I have over 25 years experience buying, selling, and building homes, and I am a licensed realtor in Chattanooga. If you're thinking about moving to Chattanooga, please reach out. I would love to help. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.